Welcome back. We are in part 4 of Miracles Kept Secret. And today I'm going to be talking about the participants in my research who experienced light phenomena. I just feel like this is an important piece to kind of separate out. And I'm going to be doing 3 of them today and then 3 in part 5. Okay, I talked about, this is Angel Polly, and I talked about her in, I think it was part 2 of this series. And I showed this to, because she wanted to show the light, the quality of the light. And I had spoke about her. She was 25 when she took part in my study, but she was 4 years old when she had her experience. She's Filipino. She was 4 years old living in the Philippines, and she was raised Catholic. And she talked about she and her sister being put to bed, and her mother told them not to turn the light on at all because they were trying to save money on electricity or the power. And suddenly this bright light started to appear and grow in the room. And she and her little sister, they were together, and it was frightening them because, as she described, it was getting stronger and stronger, the light. I'm wondering why there's a light in our room. Me and my sister is very scared at that time because we see a glittering white thing. Again, we're glittering and wearing a beautiful glittering white clothes, and the face is blurred, but I can see the face is very perfect, and the feet is blurred, but I can see that the feet and the 2 hands just like praying. And that thing, and she's not identifying it at that time, that thing is looking at my sister and me, and that thing is standing at the top of us, and that thing is getting bigger and bigger. So my sister and I get a pillow and put it on our face because we don't know what's that thing, and have a very long white veil. Then after a few minutes, the light is getting blurred and smaller, and that white thing, just like Mama Mary, disappeared. And I spoke in part 2 that in the Philippines, the Virgin Mary they call her Mama Mary. And she is the one who also had disclosed to the priest and pastor when she was just like 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old after it happened. And they told her it was the work of the devil, and that she was seeing the devil. And I loved her because even at that young age, as much as that was disturbing to be told that, she didn't believe them, but she had this mindset of, well, they're allowed to believe what they want to believe. That's great. The next participant is Mama Chen, and Mama Chen had an experience when she was 6 years old. She went into the basement of her house, and this is how she was raised Catholic, and it was at a Unitarian Universalist when she took part in the study. And she wrote that on that day in particular, I must have been around 6. As I was coming back from the fruit room, my eyes were scanning the corners of the open-beamed, unfinished ceiling, and I noticed a large spider nest. I began looking at it closely, and I noticed what appeared to be a light glowing in it. As I stared, the light grew, and from the center of the light came the face of a radiantly beautiful woman. I knew it was a woman because of her voice. She spoke to me in a lovely, warm voice. She told me that I had a special purpose, that I would remain a virgin. A word I did not know or understand at that time is what she put in parentheses, and that I would give my life to God. And she said that she immediately told her mother, and her mother had said, she said she could tell I was telling the truth, and she believed me. Now with hers, Now, a reminder that when I did this research and I told my participants that the artwork could be something really simple to make it as easy on them as possible, and that if their experience was a color, what color would it be? I would even send them crayons if they asked for them, that they could pick a crayon color that was the color and just rub it on the paper and take a picture of that and send it to me. But this is some of the fantastic work that they did. It blows my mind. And I was concerned because some of them were taking a really long time. And obviously, this is a stained glass piece that she created, that she now has as a lamp in her house. But what she's doing here is she is showing the spiders in the spider web and the glittering. You know, she wanted to show the quality of the light and the glitter aspect, the glittering aspect of the light. So now we've had Angel Polly talking about the glittering, and here Mama Chen is also talking about a glittering light, or showing the glittering light. And she used the stained glass as a symbolic representation of Mary. It blew my mind when I first got the picture, when she sent it to me after she completed it. I was just like above and beyond the Call of Duty here. It was really quite amazing. The next person is Sarah. She was 25 years old. She was my youngest participant. And the cutoff for they had to be at least 25 years old to take part in the study. And so she was my youngest participant. And she was 10 years old when she had her experience. And she's non-Indigenous American. And her upbringing, she had some Mormon. And at the time of the study, she had no religion. And she wrote about her experience. I was in deep prayer, in a sort of meditative state, and I saw a beautiful bluish white light fill the space next to my bed. I remember looking at it in awe as the face and body of a figure who to me looked like Jesus. He had brown long hair and a robe. Everything was bathed in the bluish white light. Again, we're talking about the quality of the light. It seemed to shine and glow all around him. And if you look, she's depicting it with the rays coming off the body in her. This was a painting she did. It seemed to shine and glow all around him. The light was so lustrous and bright that it seemed like it should hurt my eyes. However, it had a calming, soothing, and a sort of rejuvenating effect. I could see the light, but I could also feel it. I could feel and see a comforting hand run over my head and down my shoulder. It didn't feel like a hand, but I could feel the soothing, healing energy calm my body and mind. He had an expression on his face of complete peace and ease. My body immediately relaxed, and I fell into a peaceful sleep. She didn't really tell anybody about her experience when I asked, but she was, and this was something that seems to be a theme here about the light. And if I tried to get it to show better in the picture that she sent me, but she has glitter. There's glitter on here to show the quality of the light being glitter, that it sparkly and glittery. So it's very, very interesting. Next, in the next video that I do, I'm going to be showing the last 3 of the participants in my research. I'll be showing their art and then reading to you what they had responded. And that will be also depicting the light. To me, the whole quality of the light is really important. And there's more to it than just in my apparitional research, and I'll be sharing more of that in a separate video about light. But until next time, when we are looking at the last 3 participants, I hope that you enjoyed this and got something out of this video.